Nigeria love respect. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a copycat. What about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a copycat. What about you? When it comes to creativity, come up with your own ideas. I see that you can't at the end of the day because it's truly bad for your health when it comes to your mental health. How you got so much excuse at the end of the day when it comes to your train of thought. You talk about you was real, but hold on one second, you forgot to keep it real. Forgot to put respect on the neighbor's name at the end of the day. The one who actually came up with the idea actually truly had potential to let you to understand how when it comes to investing in something going within. No, it's the train of thought. What the fuck is wrong with people? It's a train of thought for me. I wouldn't give a fuck at the end of the day if you wear the same shoes as me, if you wear the same t-shirt as me. At the end of the day, I wouldn't give a fuck. But when it comes to creativity, you know that blueprint that God endowed within us, at the end of the day, some folks can't relate to it. Hold on one second. Be your authentic self. That's the type of mindset you had, was low self-confidence when it comes to your low IQ score. Being authentic, keeping it real. And hold on one second. You actually missed a class or two. And it didn't matter what your tax bracket was at the end of the day to be official. No, it's the train of thought for me. Talking about you real. Because you got controlling issues when it comes to your ill intentions. The lack of self-love that you have, you forgot to go within. Misunderstood. Hold on one second. How do you really figure that? You talking about folks overlooking, they can't respect you. Folks disrespecting you right to left. Only reason you only rejected you. You saw potential within somebody when they wasn't trying to hurt nobody when it comes to their creativity. They hang their own way when it comes to elevation, and one thing they didn't have to do was lie when they said that God would surely allow them to see better days ahead. God gave them clarity to see a vision that you couldn't relate to with self-love. You rather abandon yourself when it comes to your mental health. And then you try to get someone to come out of character, so you have to antagonize them, disrespect them out loud. How it took a whole group of people to you gather up to kick someone down and see them frown. How you had to hack someone's device. You had to hack someone's devices. Even when they got lost in their words, they wasn't misunderstood at the end of the day because God was holding that child of God's hand this whole entire time. Something that made you disturbed because someone truly had confidence. You had to project spellwork in a toxic way. Wanted someone to be bent out of shape because of the lack of your self-confidence. That was a self-problem at the end of the day. That wasn't the innocent person's problem because God was truly protecting that child of God, the real chosen one. That ain't just different. You didn't understand how they was truly elevating. When you try to energy harvest off their energy, play with spellwork in a toxic way, you try to even destiny swipe with somebody, but you can't take someone's destiny that God endowed with this one when it comes to their light, understand their own favor. That hold on one second, you forgot to go within, understand your own mental health. It's a train of thought for me. How it took a whole community to go up against one person. You paying this person, paying that person, the air hustle to tell someone's whereabouts, right to left in different communities. Got the next door neighbor bugging the fuck out at the end of the day, and all different types of communities. Hold on one second, who do we go up against at the end of the day, neighbor? It's a train of thought for me. Leave innocent people alone because you see someone with potential and you did your own self wrong. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Never allow someone to make you feel like you gotta live in fear. Today is currently April 13th, April 14th, 2025. Stop the violence.